Hey folks, this is Red Specs Gaming and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. So today, the plan is to go do some resource collecting so we can start thinking about getting the base put together, and we actually get a chance to see our first semi-interesting POI and our first action. So, hope you're ready for that. It was fun. Sit back, relax, and let's get started. So I decided, instead of wasting good iron ore out of the mine without a drill, I will come back here. I came back here to where we started, and there was all these wreckages and whatnot, and I'm gonna actually just collapse this, and then we can 291 just like that. There's more, there's more, there's more. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna find all these little wreckages, and I'm gonna take the metal that's already there, and that'll save us on making our own blocks for our base. Make sure when you're salvaging, you dig up the buried parts using your resource drill, because as you can see, cargo box, free antibiotics, free stomach pills, score. So make sure you get all that. So I have found a cargo box in every one of these wreckages after I've undug it. You basically just come in with your drill and just drill up underneath it, basically, like that. But I thought this was funny. In this one we found a multi-tool. Didn't even need to make that. We could have got it from this. But that's okay. So now we just collapse everything and take our parts for ourselves. We made it safely back to camp. I circumvented the globe. You notice that there's not a lot of uncovered here. It's because I end up having to go up and over, because they've got a lot of facilities that will shoot you down, so you don't want to go in their territory if you can avoid it. Came back this way, saw some ruins on the way, came around, and we're back home. Came back with 2,000 steel plates. We got 2 computers, 2 motors, some electronics and some optical fiber, and of course we got the antibiotic pills, a little bit of glass. All that from basically salvaging what was all of these ruins that were around where we, or the wreckage where we started. Those waypoints will probably go away after I restart the game, because we took every last block out of there, so they don't exist anymore. So we probably won't see those waypoints next time. So now that we're doing that, we can come in here, we can toss all of this into there, and we can start making blocks for the base, which, if you look, are here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a concrete pad to lay it on, and then we'll do steel blocks for the walls. I'm going to queue up 300. That's going to be, what, for each one of those you need 10 steel plates. I don't know. We'll see how much we get out of that. And then after that, we're also going to start grinding some concrete, which, to make steel blocks, we need concrete or cement, just stone dust, and stone dust just comes from crushed stone. So we'll take this crushed stone, we'll toss it over here in this one for now. We'll get that cooking, and we should be able to make concrete for the pad. So when all of that's done, we'll start setting up this base. So I figure while those blocks are building, we'll go out and chop down a bunch of trees so that we can make a bunch more biofuel. But there's something showing up on the radar over here. I want to know what it is. Back and forth we go. Around here somewhere. Oh, wait, you see those 2 red dots? That would be drones that are guarding something. It looks like that's the crashed rear part of my ship. So we came in on the Titan, is the way the story goes. And so that would be the rear part of it right there. Let me look at the map real quick. Not in their territory, but it's definitely part of the Xerox Empire, so eventually we'll want to go look at that. Which means that there's probably going to be the crashed other parts of the ship around here too. And they'll all be guarded by drones. So maybe we'll go take these guys out and see what's up at our ship. So we're gonna leave this here because he is in no shape to fight. And we should have how many shotgun shells? We should have plenty. The question is, can we get close enough without getting... Oh, never mind. I'm going to find out right now then, because here he comes. Here comes a drone. And if it's a rocket drone or what, I don't know. But we got to get underneath it with a shotgun. So we got to try and get up underneath it. He might be shooting at my ship. Yeah, he's shooting at my ship. Remember what I told you about? No, he's a machine gun drone. Okay. Told you about weapons underwater. You gotta be careful of that. Hope he didn't do too much damage to my ship. We'll see. Where'd he go down? They have parts in them that you want to. But we gotta deal with this other drone first before we... Yeah, it's a rocket drone. He's firing rockets at where I was. So if we can get up underneath them, we can get him with a shotgun, because we don't have much distance. There we go. Suck it, drone. Now if we loot this, get some rockets and some power packs. Nice. And now we should be able to bring our ship over to that crashed part of the old ship there. So we just lost some faction with them. We're already unfriendly with them anyway, so it's not a big deal. We have... I don't know where he went down. He must have gone down underwater, because I don't see the marker for it. Or he's smoking right there. There he is. Okay. We can get this out. There's some machine gun rounds, some more mortars, some nanotubes, so that's nice. Let's get our ship and let's go see what we can investigate. Later on, we'll probably salvage... Oh, wait. What did he fuck up? I think just regular blocks. Let's see. See, he shot at it while we were underwater there. Let's see if anything's missing that's important. If we get in and we do the P thing, and we go... Devices, nothing showing is missing. So he just knocked blocks off of it, which is good. But we can now actually show you this, because he took some damage. We do repair. You can see anything that got damaged. They were going for the generator and the core and all the stuff that you care about. So, if they took damage, we can repair it. I think that's good. We'll go around, make sure. He was on that side, but sometimes I've noticed that bullets will tend to go through. Alright, I think everything's good here. But we need to replace these blocks. And we have one of them. No, actually we have two steel blocks. Two small steel blocks. Perfect. So let's just go with this shape here. Rotate it in. And protect our interior again. So we're good there. Alright, and now we can go see what's up at the Titan. I keep my nose up. When I'm in first person, you look down too much, you'll hit the ground. Look at this. They've even done terrain around it. So we're gonna leave the ship here, but we got to keep our eye on our mini. If we see any radar come in, then that's gonna, like any of those drones coming in, we need to get it out of there. So this would be a piece of the ship that exploded in orbit that we came down on. This will be a capital vessel, and this is what I'm talking about, that this thing is like, the capital vessels are huge, and we'll be making something like this, and this is a part of it. So there's like all kinds of stuff for us to look at in here. I don't even know what most of this stuff is, to be honest. But what we need to do is go into the P menu. Oh, we can't go into the P menu because it's not public. Okay. Or it's not owned by us. We'll need to bring a core. So really, see what we can find right now, but later on we'll bring a core over here. And if we put our own core into this, then we can own it, and then we can use the P menu to actually figure out where things are. There's cargo there. That's an antenna. So maybe we do this for salvage. Then we can get to the cargo pods, or the cargo things here. Some nanotubules. Alright, so that's all one cargo thing. It just looks like that. And I always try to salvage any cargo things that I loot so I don't get confused later on whether I should loot them or not, right? So all these are different looks for cargo. They're just cargo blocks, but you can choose what shapes they are when you put them down. So that's what they've done here. So you can see there's just tons of different cargo blocks. We're getting a lot of components here, like energy matrices and electronics and computers and nanotubules and all that, and it'll help when we go to build our base a lot. It'll be less that we'll have to make ourselves. That's fuel tank. Can we take out? How much fuel is there? Total contents 1052. Can we take that out? Ooh. Just added to our Promethean pack there. What about you? You have total 2. What about 2? Can we take 2 out? Okay, so there's like, I think fuel pack has to be a certain fuel value, and the 2 content is not enough for an entire fuel pack, which is why it won't come out. Yeah, same here. Okay, so if we salvage these, I want to make sure we've looted them. You can get all kinds of cool stuff there. Fuel tanks here. Okay, so fuel tanks actually this is an important thing. Fuel tanks actually are one big fuel tank. You can have them in multiple places on a ship or in a base, but when you look at the value inside them, you're actually looking at the total that all the fuel tanks in the place have. So, ooh, multi-boost. So we'll put this on our armor when we get back. This is an armor boost. It offers additional oxygen, additional heat protection, lowers our food consumption, and raises our max speed a little bit, and our jump pack goes down a little bit, it looks like. So that's cool. Or energy matrix, whatever that is. Multi-charge. Free ammo is always welcome. Capacitor and glass. Look at the map real quick. Sometimes when you take out drones around one of these POIs, later on, eventually you'll see other drones coming from a distance to investigate. Also, something I noticed, there's another faction here too. It's not just the Talon and the Xerax, it's this Polaris Megacorp. They've got a little bit right here. There might even be another one somewhere else on here, because there's a lot of this we haven't uncovered yet. We probably won't till we start flying. Maybe. I don't know, we'll see. There's a lot to salvage here. This is a lot of free metal. Later on we'll get like I think it's the level 2 multi-tool, and that bad boy will take stuff apart like nobody's business. This one's not too bad, but the level 2 one I think will be better. Plus we can actually use hover vehicles can have a salvage drill on them maybe, and we can come drill this apart with a vehicle, which will also be a lot faster. See anything in here? Nope. What about over on this little satellite? We'll go back up and look around a little bit more. Digging my way in. Anything in here? Not that I'm seeing. We'll probably have to dig under this to get to some of the ship. I'm sure there's buried ship here. Probably underneath all of this. I like what they've done here where they've raised the terrain, because that's more kind of realistic the way we dig up terrain when it crashed like this, instead of just being flat in the ground. But yeah, all different new changes with this alpha. Maybe came in older alphas. Like I said, I don't think I've played since Alpha 9. Let's see if we can get up in there. What do we got up in here? Anything? Just some consoles. You know what? We could take these consoles apart for computers, right? Carbon substrate. Take that off. We just go through and I think we've seen everything, because this is that main corridor we went through. Let's go up. Did we go up last time? Elevator. Ooh, cargo box. Hardened steel plates. Cool. What else? Metal components. See any more boxes anywhere? I'm not seeing any here. Let's check the map again. Don't want to get complacent. I think we're okay. That gives us wood. Suppose we can open that manually. That's a thruster. Ooh, that's one of the thrusters. If we take that apart, we'll get flux coils and oscillators and titanium. Titanium's new. That's not something I've seen before. You can see the radiation is high on these thrusters. So, careful when you're around them. You don't want to poison yourself. Too much radiation. Jump jet helps a lot with exploring these POIs, by the way. This is the elevator. Should be able to go up this elevator. These are all mostly decor blocks, but they do drop things like computers and other things that you'll need. Anything else up here? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Let's continue up the elevator. Would be like a main deck here. I like the way they designed this and textured it. Looks good. Take all of this. Thanks. What's that? Is that an antenna? Neat. What the heck is that? That looks awesome. Those are new blocks right there. Like, almost like fold out armor plates or something. I like that. I think we've seen mostly what we need to see here right now. We can, of course, come back here another time. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay, we just enough jet to save our butts there. We'll come back to this guy another time. Nothing behind there. Okay. So I'm thinking if we look at the map, there's probably more parts of the ship out this way. Because you can see even there's some waypoints on my mini-map there showing. What is this? Oh, so that's just all blocks that made it look that way. That's cool. What about you? What are you? Mechanical components. Take the antenna. Take the console. These are all just blocks. There's just so much you can do with a building in this. It's amazing. Alright. So let's head back to base. Hopefully all those blocks are ready to go and we can start our base. Okay. So we are back from the ship, and while we were out I got over 100 logs, and so I'm crafting biofuel there, and this was making us concrete, which you can see we made 200 of those. I'm going to keep it going because we're going to need more blocks than you can imagine, so we'll do another 200. There we go. There we go. That should be good. And then this guy, we put all the components in here for all the stuff we pulled out of the ship. Oscillators and mechanical components, flux coils, just a bunch of stuff that we'll need. Some of these are like for higher level things that you're going to be making, but we have them now. And we're going to start doing the next part of the Robinson protocol, which is equipping the base starter that they gave us and placing it. And I kind of want to do this cautiously. I want to be really cautious about this. Something to be aware of with the base starter is that this is what they're going to try and destroy. I mean, they will obviously take out other components, but this is their goal. And if they take this out, your base shuts down, right? So I want to protect it. I want it to be protected. Plus, The distance out that you can build blocks heavily depends on where this base starter is. So if the more centralized you put your base starter, the more evenly you can build out away from it. Uh-oh, we got a drone coming in. Just sometimes they wander around the planet, so this is a problem, because he's going to come over here and start shooting at my shit. As soon as he recognizes that I'm here. Come on, you. Get over here. Later on, we're going to have to be ready for this. Let's see. Oh, he's a machine gunner. Alright. Alright. See, we're sinking because of the... He's going for my stuff again. Where is he? Boop, 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 boop. Ah, dang it. Yeah, coming over the water right now is a problem. Yeah, he's blowing my stuff up. Gotta get up underneath him. Quick like. Ow, 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 ow. Not close enough for the shotgun. Oh god, now we got dinosaurs around us too. This is bad. He's tough. We're not getting enough damage. He's not close enough. There we go. Oh, here comes another one too. Crap. This is a problem. We need to heal. Heal. We got dinosaurs on us too. Alright, get up underneath them. We're out of stamina, so... Yeah, this is the problem. Oh, and now we still got these dinosaurs coming up on us, so we're going to take all this real quick. We're going to get these dinosaurs for their meat, because we're gonna need it. Oh crap! There's another one. Let's get back and see how bad he blew up my ship. I have a feeling my ship took a lot of damage on that one. We gotta make a machine gun. We gotta be able to get more range when we shoot. Dang it. I'm gonna heal here a bit. Oh yeah, they did some damage this time. Didn't get the fuel tank. Was there something right here? Let's look and see if anything got blown up that we need. Cockpit took 55% damage, so they just got the blocks at least. That's good. Let's put repair on it real fast. Fix that up. What else took damage? Anything? That's okay. Like they were aiming right for the cockpit. Need to make some more blocks. Let's make another weapon. We need a machine gun. So I need to unlock that. So we come in here and we go to weapons. Unlock the assault rifle for 6 points. And we're gonna unlock the assault rifle T2 as well. And probably the sniper rifle. Then we should be able to make at least the assault rifle. Shotgun. Can we not make the assault rifle? Seriously? Eesh, that's not good. Okay. Well, let's get to work getting this base down then, because then we can get a real constructor going. And so, speaking of that, we're going to need the constructor. We're going to need the generator. We're going to need a fuel tank. What else do we have in here that we need? Things that are real important right now. We got a fuel tank, Small generator, definitely. Small constructor, definitely. Since we can do the large constructor, let's get that. Like I said, you'll have more than enough points. Cargo boxes. Ammo box. Go ahead and do a food processor, because then we can start turning things into seeds so they don't rot on us. And we'll do a armor locker. And a sentry gun would be nice. And projectile turret then would be nice. So we're unlocking all these things that we need for this base. And let's start getting this place down here. Yeah, okay, so that said, we have our base starter. I was saying I wanted to protect it because, as you can see, things will roll up on you and fire on your stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to put like this underground because terrain tends to protect things. So we're going to start, our base is going to be here. We're going to have some of it go out into the water and some of it up here. So we're going to start by digging us a nice hole straight down first. We're going to make a chamber where our most sensitive stuff is protected by the terrain. So I want to take it down into the dirt level here. As far as we can go, maybe? Get out? Yeah, so jump jets. I wouldn't have tried that if it wasn't for the jump jets. Oh wow, that's water. Okay, so the water plane actually comes here. Am I underwater using oxygen? Oh wait, the water. So water is kind of weird in this. You see how that's water plane that goes there? We're not in water anymore because the water runs flat. But down here we're out of the water, but like right up there we're kind of in the water. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. All right, so let's get out. I'm fine with that too because water tends to protect your stuff too. So if there's a layer of water and terrain over my base, sure, why not? Hop out. Do we have the blocks? We have the blocks, so that's good. Yeah, and so from this hole we're going to dig that way to the west, and we will place our initial chamber for our base underground, and we'll connect it up to the top side part of it. So, if we go straight west, we're going to open up this chamber to the west. I believe this is as far as we can go on the ground. Doesn't look like... Oh no, it goes down more. Okay, well that's far enough down. We'll just go this way. Open this up this way. This. I'm going to keep digging and opening up a chamber here, and then I'll be back as soon as I'm done. Okay, this is my starter chamber. It's pretty deep underground, but it'll be a good space to protect my base core and my generator and fuel tanks and all that stuff, because as you saw, we can just have all kinds of stuff right up on us and kill us. So that said, we're going to go ahead and start by putting this guy down. See, it's pretty big. So we're just going to drop him in like that. Now it tells us that we need to make other additional building blocks, which we have already. Powering base, we can do conventional or solar. We'll probably do a little bit of both, honestly. And now it wants us to add a generator and a capacitor and a tank or solar panel. So however we plan to power this base. And I'm going to use concrete blocks for around it. We'll just attach to it like this, right? That. I don't think we gain the notice of the bad guys until we power our base up. So we're going to hold off till we have as much done as we can. Maybe some stuff we have no choice about. I need to dig that out a little bit more apparently, so let's do that. Clear this back a little ways. We're going to keep opening this up, but I'm going to wait till we have the drill. So I want to build as little as possible under here so I can get us to the drill, basically. The drill will make this easy work. Alright. Put you down here. He won't connect, huh? Need to take that down some, I guess. There we go. Now will you connect? Yep, you will. Alright, and then we're going to attach here on the sides. Now, one thing you can, that I'll show you here, when you're building, there's a couple of views that you can look at. If you hit N, this menu comes up here on the side, and you can do different things. Like you can look at your symmetry planes and build across a symmetry plane. So if we do a symmetry plane and then select X, Y, let's see, do this again real quick if we're standing on it. Do N, and do X, Y. We need this. How do we do this again? It's been a while. Let me think. Click? Yeah, okay. And so wherever you click when this is up, it's going to create a symmetry plane. So if I want it straight across YZ, for example, or actually XY, and I want it to go across this as the center, right? You can do that. And then when we get out of it and we place a block here, watch what happens. It placed one on that side. So you only have to build half of a side if you're doing symmetrical building. It's really great for that, so that you can just like totally get a thing built. The other thing you can do is you can grab this, click and hold, and you can go across and you can put a row of blocks down, except these were blocked by the terrain, so we'll have to lower that down some. But this side wasn't, so it put them all in place there. So we're going to go ahead and turn the symmetry plane off for now, because I want to do this manually. The other thing you can do with the end menu is you go into debug, and if you show structural integrity, you can see by color what's good and what's not. If any of this starts to go yellow, it's starting to lose. It doesn't have as much support underneath it as it needs, so structural integrity will be hot garbage. But if it goes red, then you're risking the whole thing collapsing. So that's a good tool for checking, hey, what's going on with that. If you're out in space, you can look at your oxygen. You can tell what's airtight. You can tell where your center of mass is. Usually that's only for a vehicle, not for a base. So there's some really cool tools to play with in there. So I'm going to keep digging this out, and I'm going to probably going to go dig this out so I can got this like 3 blocks out from the center, and I'll be back. So that's a good place for us to end here. There's a lot of digging and laying down of pad and stuff coming up in the next episode. I'm going to try to edit it so it's a little more interesting. We do a lot of getting to the build there, but it all kind of works together. So we'll stop here. We've got our base down. We found the first part of our crashed ship from space, and there's like usually 2 more pieces, a middle and a rear section that we can find. And soon, very soon, we should start getting attacked. So that said, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, do me a favor, hit a like. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more like this, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. And yeah, until next time, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye now.